Hi everyone, I hope that you're doing fantastic. Thanks for joining for another combo reading. I'm going to do fire and air. So if you are brand spanking new, welcome to my channel. I'm very free in my spirituality. I use all kinds of stuff on my readings, homemade decks, the tarot, the runes. I also use the scripture and stuff like that. And I am calling out at the hand of Jehovah who is running the universe. You guys be really patient with me because I've been up for a really long time, and this will be my last reading tonight, but I just felt led to do a fire and air reading. So anyway, welcome if you stay, and those of you who are returning, I appreciate y'all. Welcome back. And since this is an air reading, happy birthday to Libra out there. So let's take a look at air and fire, and we know that air will fuel fire as well, so it'll be pretty interesting to see what comes out on this reading. So let's get started. Thank you, Jehovah, for always showing up on this table. You have free reign here, and we just appreciate you so very much. We just bless you, and I thank you for shoving down every wicked, dark entity and force, them to go straight to the pit of hell itself. And Jehovah rebuke you. You have to stay there. I thank you for truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Show me energies, please, of air and fire. What do you want to say about air and fire, Jehovah? Thank you for wisdom. So we have the garden, and this card talks about it being like networking and stuff like that, like public groups and parties and support systems, audiences, all kinds of stuff. Meetings can be found here with this garden. What else you want to bring out about this, Jehovah? For air and fire. So we have the child. Well, we sure been seeing the children come out here lately. So, you know, this can be anything from your child, somebody else's child, a niece, a nephew, a grandchild, a student, somebody who's just immature. And, you know, given what we have seen on this channel, there's been the Five of Wands was coming out there and people fighting like little kids. And so some people, that's all this is for some. But we are seeing energies of children come out lately. This is curious energy as well. It is a 13, and 13 in the tarot would go to death, right? And then we've got the 20 on the garden, and that would be like the judgment. So both of those numbers right there will go to death energies as well, or just transformative stuff with your children. The little girl has the net. It could be male or female, but she's got a little net in her hand, and somebody else had the child come out. And I pointed out the little net also being in the hand. So catching people up on the net and things like that. Then we have the house itself, okay, your siblings then, and you know, public things and being at, you know, reunions and things like that, whatever that has been. So we've got the house coming out with you're just domestic life and family and security and stability and all that kind of stuff. Showing up. So I think it was the fire and the water reading, maybe it was, that had I'm not sure. The house came out. I want to say a child came out combination with that. I want to say that. Seems like it, but I don't know. We have the journal coming out here. And this could be things that have been hidden, written down, unknown, secrets, like a diary or something like that, or history with someone is what that can also represent. Things that have been recorded, okay, or discovered about children within the home. Something public here. We got, let's see, do I want to take both of these? I'll take one of them for the bottom of the deck. So we have the key, so somewhere where you share behind closed doors and things like that. Again, discovering things, opening or closing things, and seeing what's inside of something's knowledge and answers and understanding and insight and clues. So we got a lot of that really coming out here. And then we have the ship and journeying and traveling and all kinds of stuff, transition and foreign places, things that can go back to holidays and things like that. So a lot of big energy is coming out here for air and fire. Somebody is really trying to get away, or something took place on a trip that is very significant with children and siblings and things that have been discovered or hidden or written down, or something's behind closed doors. Yet there's something public here. Okay, there's something public here about it, or foreign about something. But there's insights really showing itself. Let's see what the Hebrew brings out for us. Oh my gosh, people, I'm so tired. I've been up so many hours already. But I really was just feeling in my spirit to do another reading. So thank you for being really patient with me. My brain really is trying to kick into gear. And so I'm really struggling. I apologize. But the Spirit knows all things and what needs to come out here. So, Jehovah, what do you want to bring out about these home situations and things that are written down and discovered and felt and known, and the key of knowledge that's here? And so we have a super center here. Okay, well, those of you who caught the general reading this morning, we had energies about a car, like a car tire shop or tire service or something like that. It's coming through my spirit. Oh my God, people! It's come through my spirit with the super center. But something could have happened at a store. Seems like I want to say that maybe we had something come out today on one of my videos about at a store. Okay, well, we do have a super center. Nothing else is coming out here. What else do you want to bring out here, Jehovah, for this fire and air? Thank you. Tired. Yes, people are tired. I'm tired. We have guilty. Somebody's guilty of something. Something's everlasting, perpetual, permanent. It's just like, also have things that are positive written here as well. Not everybody going through negative stuff. Okay, some people are going through negative stuff, and people are going through positive stuff, and some people are guilty, and some people are just tired, and it's just been an ongoing thing just within a home situation. Maybe you're doing home improvements, and it's just like you want to wrap something up here, or certain things with your kids or your teenagers going off and things like that. Maybe you have discovered something in a diary with your kids or something like that. But we do have something happen here at a super center or a connection, or maybe you work for a super center and you're just tired, traveling back and forth and looking for something new. And we could read this energy so many different ways, but somebody is guilty about something, where travel trips and children and connected to your home or your domestic life, okay, where you share a key, or maybe somebody got your keys and went into your home when they shouldn't have, and they're guilty for that. What else do you want to bring out here, Jehovah? What other information do you want to bring out here for fire and air? Thank you. Hidden in a box. Something is hidden in a box. And there's also forgiveness out here for some people. We have the garment of the high priest. Now this came out, I want to say it came out in the fire and the water reading. I want to say that. There's a judgment that, yes, it did come out somewhere. Jehovah says that today a judgment has been made. Okay? And there's something spiritual here as well. So there's a judge that also was showing up somewhere. We had a judge, a court case, and I want to say it was in the same reading as this card coming out, stating that there had been a judgment made. We have long dark hair. We have someone from high school or college. I want to say that also came out in the fire connection somewhere. And again, a judge is here. We have a hidden app on the internet that also came out somewhere. And lots of fortune is there. And we have gray age that also came out somewhere. And somebody was blackmailed, that as well. So we have a declaration showing up for you all. Something that happened in town, public. Okay? A place where somebody is declaring some type of a word over another. And we also have the high priest energy here. We have the sheth and a knife or a sword. It's also referring to the body and the soul. Well, also spiritual things here. Something's taken place with connections of guiltiness within that sharp object, I guess, and hidden things on the internet where lots of fortune are being exposed here, okay, and hidden in a box. That could be obviously death issues and things like that. If somebody's got, if somebody was cremated and they've got the ashes still, then something could be, this come through my spirit before. And it's kind of gross to me, but it really has come through my spirit before, that somebody has some ashes, and they put them in the box, right? But somebody's got something hidden inside that box as well. Now, it might not be in the little, plastic that's the actual ashes are in, but, that plastic bag is inside of a box, but there could be paperwork inside there. Nobody would ever think about going and looking inside of that for anything, okay? Now, the person that is, look, there's money stuff here showing up, and secrets. And that's high volume intuition as well. And the divine will often reveal through us a thing. And so I'm sure the person that is watching this probably going to go run to the box and go hide something else. So anyway, it is what it is. The divine's bringing the information out. It's really come through my spirit before, really. Because nobody would ever think to look in there, and especially if somebody's guilty for hiding some kind of money or fortune or some type of inheritance of some kind, or something could be folded inside of a book somewhere, or inside of a closet where a door is can be connected to the key. Obviously, we're talking about your house, but it's something that has a we have a safety, maybe a safety deposit box or something that holds, that a key would go to. All these connections could be true for any given person. It's really come through my spirit, but I really feel like somebody's got some type of paperwork hidden in some type of ashes box that they've kept somebody's ashes in, okay? We do have the hangman coming out here, and that's discerning something, being flipped upside down. That's also in the negative, that's psychedelic stuff. This is some type of confusion, trying to just figure out how to do something, but this hangman is on chains, okay? Every which way it goes, it's hung up on some type of chains. This is a prison card, in the negative, but it's high volume discernment in the positive. It's also, could it take us back to spiritual things? If we're talking about a high priest or a preacher or something like that, where the ephod is tied on, then this is prophecy. It would take us back to the fish age, where the church age could be found. So hidden in a book, if we're talking about prophecy, things have been written down in prophecy. So it's also being connected there as well. What else do you want to bring out, please, for fire and air, Jehovah? What else do you want to reveal to us? So we have the King of Cups, and this is intelligent love, or it's high volume manipulation for some people. Could be FBI for some people. It didn't have to be. The King of Cups loves very much. This could be a father figure, anybody in authority. You could be a boss, or like I said, whatever. We got legal stuff here all the time on my channel. We also have, so some of you all have buried people, like maybe a father or a brother or an uncle or a husband or something like that. And some people have walked away from their homes as well, and really have thought about a lot of things, or maybe are thinking about walking away. We've got child support issues for some people. We're, if you're thinking about traveling and getting a new home, that energy is also found here. Hopefully you're trying to do the spiritual thing in the upright way. There's some type of guiltiness, though, here connected to this energy, and somebody just being tired within a connection. We got great aged people. So anyway, we got jail and the incarceration card, and people being in their head about things. Well, it's really here. It's really coming out here. Somebody guilty about something. There's some type of consequence that somebody has done in a situation if they're guilty. Oh my God, we got FBI, we got prison, we got the incarceration card, and a card of consequences. And then the Tower, knowing something, exploding. This is also a very sexual card as well. This is a disaster. Somebody's had some type of a disaster within the home, on a trip, with children. something or at a public place, but maybe you were at a public place, but it was something that was secret going on at a public place. Maybe it was at a park, for all I know, in a little garden type area. I don't know your story entirely. I do know what's going on out here, and some people need forgiveness. And some people have just had such a disaster, they don't know how to forgive, and they're really just tired about a lot of things. They want to leave the mind, leave troubled waters behind, or something happened by a body of water. We have a ship right here and a boat here. So the divine's really bringing that out. Let's go ahead and take some more words and let Jehovah speak on. Wow, this hard energy coming out here. Something could have happened on somebody's property. Secret sex, money, property, stuff like that could be found here with the combination of some of these numbers as well. Huge. Got the moon here, so we got the mother and a father figure. We got hardship and things that have gone on for a long time. If I want to look at the planet Saturn, it would represent time. Okay, that would go back to older people, great aged people. So fathers, grandparents are here as well. Some people just been in their own mind and they're just trying to dream, and having a paradigm shift is also what's showing out here. So we have a scornful men bring a city into a snare, but wise men turn away wrath. Well, we obviously have somebody here who is in some type of leadership spiritually, who would be within the town or the city. So if we're talking about somebody doing negative spiritual psychedelic stuff, because that card can actually go back to that kind of stuff in the negative. That's a sacrificing card. People kill people, and we've got somebody who's connected here to this Sept and knife that is going back to the soul, and the soul leaving. Then that connection still can be brought here. Okay, so obviously somebody's done something within a scornful way and has brought some type of consequence to the city, a public area or something like that within the city. Huge what's coming out here. We have 88, which is a tower, and we have the tower which is found here. That's incredible. Delay, suspense, and opposition. Well, yes, parents is coming out here. We also have country life showing up out here. So if you live out in the country, then by a little pond or body of water or something like that, or something took place where knives or something sharp or something got confusing within something, there was a disaster, then that's what it is. But something's known here, people. Something's known about a decision that was made that was consequential. Is that how you say that? Anyway, it says sit down because we need to talk. Well, people need to talk about some stuff because there's a judgment that's being made by Elohim, over this. If you haven't been to court yet, then Elohim's already put a judgment today on something where family is concerned, fire signs and air signs. If you're trying to conceal something, all right, ain't gonna happen because the divine sees everything. Okay, where your parents were concerned, where the scornfulness happened, where the sacrifice, where the child, where the catching somebody up on the nets, the internet is here. Money is also being affected within the situation, but this is saying that money is coming to someone today. Within this connection, Elohim is going to meet your need, okay? Well, I have talked extensively on my channel about things being done on the internet and things like that with your family, your siblings, and people being prideful. The divine brings out oftentimes that the pride and the ego of people that have looted on other people and then divided that spoil right out of your own household. Lots of fortune here, has been taken from people, and it's been ongoing because people just on this little cycle here with these chains. Some people are falling now because they just can't get off the chain, and it is what it is. It's a real shame. But there is forgiveness also here for some people. What's on the other side of this? Game over, it says. Yeah, things that have taken place in town, and then we have that literal Scornful men bring a city into a snare. So going back to the town and the city really is showing up here. I'm going to take a couple more, and then I will take a rune, and then we'll call it a reading. Thank you, Jehovah, for these messages and exposing what needs to be exposed. And it is time to sit down. People do need to talk about some real heavy stuff. Things that have been chosen that literally was a consequence to it. And it is a big disaster because some people lost their soul. They really lost their soul. Or they died and just went out into eternity. And they walked away from family, and they should have never done that. Should have never done such a thing. What a shame. Yes, lots of wealth. So we have lots of fortune here, lots of wealth here, and money stuff here. Huge. There's a lot of fortune somewhere. And somebody trying to get away. Like I said, somebody really trying to get away. Can't do it because somebody's already chained up. They've looked every direction how to get away in this situation, try to make a choice, but you can't. It's already known. Something's already known about the sexual stuff and the money connected to that, the prostitution and all of that. So we have someone has surface knowledge and needs to go a little deeper. That's why somebody's been really trying to analyze something here. And they've really been in their head here. And because they do know from a big, tall place in pride, that something's a big disgrace. It really is, people. It really is. We also got projects and stuff that can be found here with the 7 of Cups here. So pleasant words are as a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and health to the bones. And some people have bone issues because they're bitter. Envy. It rottens the bones. We also have help in your work, and maybe some people took a bribe or did something because they needed help in their work, but it was a wrong choice for them. Because people don't sit with the Most High and listen to what He wants you and I to do, and then move upon that direction. It gets us in trouble every single time. All right. Let's take a rune and call this a reading. Well, I send you guys love and light. Those of you who this energy is just has been nothing but a disaster. Okay, because we definitely have people in their head and walking away, and manipulation out here, secrets and discoveries and scornfulness and lots of money and words that coming out and stating that there's guiltiness. And we definitely had let every word be established in 2 or 3 witnesses. We definitely have it everywhere. Okay? So, what do you want to bring out for air and fire? So we have the 2 X's. I want to say this also came out in another reading. So that's the G and or the N, or you're dealing with X's. Okay, and because we've got children here, child support situation, we've got lots of wealth and money and things like that. And it's huge, especially if you have more than one child. That's really a lot of money to have to pay out. But we've got death issues out here. We have a gun, we have a weapon, or you work for the law, right? And this goes back to hearth, and give me just a second. This goes back to fertility. So we definitely have the sexual card here, and children here, and things that have happened behind closed doors. This is construction, okay? And people are doing things in their house, just working on their home and stuff like that. Like I said, we also have investments here where we have lots of money. We also have good investments as well in yield. And a hidden relationship. Well, like I said, there has been a hidden relationship. And pleasures and luxuries. It's really out here. I always point out with the N and or the G, or the G and or the N, the gun, and the nag is going to be gone. Because something's been nagging at somebody. And somebody been really trying to see how to get away. And for some of you all, there has been hidden things, and it's put you up in your head. And that nag is going to be gone. Something's going to be completely just a paradigm shift for you. And this is truth setting you free about something so that you can move on. And Elohim will supply your need. Whatever the lies and the deception and the hidden relationship for some of you all, if you're in the upright, that thing will work out for you every single time. Some people have only just had surface knowledge, but this reading has really been hitting home. I know that somebody finally got a wake-up call to something that was already going off in their spirit. Somebody's also written down, and this also come through my spirit again, I'm going to say it because somebody's also premeditated a murder and wrote it down in their diary. Some people are journalists as well. And like news type stuff is coming out to my spirit, because this go back to technology of any kind. Okay, so whoever the journalist is that I keep picking that up for, and whoever that person is that has premeditated something or stole somebody's work or written down something, it's going to be known. It's already known, and some people are already being watched. There's prison here for people that done stuff like that. Okay. Oh, wow, what big energy is coming out. So there's the letter. There's going to be correspondence. So again, documents, things like that, that are hidden in a box. People, something's hidden in a box. So if you know of somebody who's been cremated and you've got that box, you need to run to it real quick if this person hasn't been watching this video or not. Because something is hidden in there. If somebody would never think twice to look inside that box, because that's the remains of somebody. But somebody has. If you're trying to hide something or waiting for somebody else to die off so you can go cash in for something, that energy really is showing up here, people. It really is. It really, really is. We also got fire issues with the home that's gone on, fraud. Okay, and people have cashed in for money like that, and they're guilty. Okay. So whatever all this is, and those of you who are getting forgiveness with your family, that's positive. Work on it with your family. Yes, I release you is here as well. That's positive. The divine's releasing something here. All right, no giant can stand in our way. That's right. Take a pebble and just throw it right in their freaking face. The two X's or whatever that is. If they've sold their soul has left them, then that's what's showing. And those of you who have lost partners and things like that, I send you love and light. I really, really do. I really, really do. All right, guys. Well, this is what come out here. And just look one more time. Yeah, somebody was blackmailed to do something as well. And they've been in their head about it, people. They took the instead of standing up and saying, no, I'm not going to do something like that, they did. Maybe somebody put a gun to somebody's head. I don't know. I really don't know your story. But if you get up and you have not lost your soul, and you get up and you go to the authorities, the divine will make a thing change for you just like that. Turn these people in. Okay? It's time to do that stuff, people. I don't care if they have a gun or not. You do the right thing and let the divine set you free. All right? Shalom.